You don't have to use your tongue. Dude, the envelope still works.
Ride the blue wind high and free. She'll lead you down from misery. Leave you low, come time to go. Alone and low as low can be. Alone and low as low can be.
Mike's Music Method. Welcome. Today we are doing Rex's Blues, as requested by quite a few people. Recently, someone's been hounding me about it. EF9. I should write this stuff down. I don't know how to organize my YouTube comments. But this is for you. You know who you are. You've been lovely, not annoyingly. You've been lovely, lovingly, annoyingly getting on my case about it. And I like that. I want people to be interactive here and push me to keep making better content. So we are going to do Townes Van Zandt, Rex's Blues. I'm doing the version live at the Old Quarter. If you don't know this song, go listen. This song is freaking awesome. Really beautiful picking. As usual, C chord, F chord. And he doesn't even give you a G, does he? No, it's just C, F the whole time. And it's so beautiful. The pattern is so darn pretty. Another perfect example of, like, I don't want to say complexity, but a lot of emotion and a lot of movement and subtlety and nuance, all in simplicity. This super simple structure. Kind of tricky picking, as usual. Check out my Travis Picking playlist. And then make sure you look for the video, the Travis Picking Primer. Those will both be linked here or below. And let's do this song. It's not a beginner song, so check out those other videos, but not super hard either. Really pretty, really subtle, nuanced stuff. I keep saying the same thing. I'm being redundant as usual. But also in this song, the lyrics are great. This is Townes at his finest, yet again with these lyrics. I love it. So we're going to dive in, and let's just do it. I'm going to stop talking. Enjoy. Welcome. If you're new to this channel, come on in. This is Mike's Music Method. We try to have fun and get songs done in an encouraging way, in a very detailed way. So welcome aboard. Leave a comment below. Drop me an email. I want to make you a better guitarist, and I want to become a better teacher, so let's work together and do this. None of my content is behind a paywall. I've got tons of videos out there. That's it. Let's get it. Measure 1. Real simple walk. Remember, capo way up on 4. I know I'm cutting off my guitar here. I'm trying to do a super zoom this video. Let me know if it makes it any easier to see here. But we're just walking. Got the G down, 3rd fret, 6th string. Open on the 5th, 2nd fret on the 5th. And we land on a C chord. Now this is weird because the rhythm here is just 1, 2. Now I don't know if he's doing his thumb there, and it almost sounds like he didn't mean to play that note. I think he was trying to go for the 3rd string. But he hit the 2nd. It's a really big jump, and it's the only time it happens in the entire song. So make of that what you will. Was it intentional or not? I don't know, but he's doing 5, 2, then he's hammering on 4. Then 3rd string open, and then we have an and beat there, which is the 2nd string. So let me walk you through that. We have the walk, and then 2nd measure is 5, 2nd, hammer on the 4th, and I'm hammering open. Yeah, so sorry, the C chord is down. I'm playing open and hammering that middle finger down. So I got 5, 2, lift the middle finger in the left hand, play that 4th string and hammer it down, and then the thumb on the 3rd, and then I'm using my pointer finger to get the 2nd. Thumb, thumb, hammer the thumb, thumb, and. Thumb, thumb, hammer, thumb, and. So the string sets are 5, 2, hammer the 4, 3, 2. Now again, you can play that 2nd string with your index finger if you want, but just remember it's not an and beat. It kind of breaks that Travis Picking thing if you do that, so just be aware of it. The rhythm is 1, 2, hammer, 4, and. Measure 3. We just have our thumb doing 5, 3, hammer the 4 again, right open to 2, and then 3, and then the and with the pointer on the 2nd string. Very similar measure, except he doesn't do that crazy leap. He's just doing 5, 3, hammer the 4, 3, and then the second string with your pointer. So it's all thumb again. Thumb, 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 and. Remember, a nice clean hammer, you really want to only be using your fingertips for that C chord. And we go right to the next measure. I am pinching 5 and 1, measure 4 here. So pinching 5 and 1. I'm doing my thumb and middle, then I'm doing thumb on the third, pointer on the second. That's the first half of that measure. Pinch, 5 and 1, then thumb on 3, pointer on 2. Then the second half of the measure is really neat. Pinching 5 and 2. Then I have to put my pinky down on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So pinching 5 and 1. My pinky goes down, snagging that with the pointer finger in my right hand. Right, with that pinky down there. Then the thumb's on 3rd. Then I lift my pinky and hit the 2nd string again with my pointer. Make sure you're getting it really clean. Pinch, pinky goes down, thumb, pinky goes up at the last possible moment so it's ringing really smooth. And that can be a real brain fart when you're first learning that kind of stuff. Because the tendency when you do the thumb is to maybe lift it then, but then you don't still have it ringing. So you want it as legato as possible. That whole measure together, pinch, thumb, and pinch, and thumb, and super pretty. Here's all 4 of them together. Nice and slow. Yeah, Towns. Measure 5. We have this F chord. I have a video called, I'll put it up here, That Damned F Chord. Watch that video if you're confused about this, but we're gonna play it with our thumb over the top. It's how Towns and a lot of these guys do it, and it frees up your pinky. So watch the video if you have no idea what this chord shape is. But we've got nothing. We got the 1st fret on the 2nd string, then the 2nd. So nothing on the 1st string is what I meant. And then 1st fret, 2nd, 3rd, 1, 2, 3 on the B, G, and D string. And then our thumb's wrapped over the top, getting the 1st fret on the 6th string. And listen to this, we have 6, 3, 4, then open. And I'm gonna lift up the whole chord here because we're gonna go straight into the next chord, into a C chord. So we've got thumb, and all in that F chord, which is 6, 3, 4, and then the 3 is open because we lift the chord up. Then we go to a C chord, we hold it down. I'm hitting the 5th string with my thumb, and then I'm pinching 4 and 2, and the 2 is with my middle finger. That's it. Thumb, and then the pinch. So that whole measure 5. Try that again. 6, 3, 4, lift the 3, thumb, pinch. Poppy and pretty. Mike's Music Method donation pitch. If you're a subscriber and a patron, or you donate on PayPal, real big hug. Thank you so much. I think what I'm doing here can make so many people better finger pickers. And share these videos. If you're not a subscriber and a donor, please, in your heart, know that every dollar you give to this channel gives me more time to provide more free content so more people can get educated and we can keep all of these great classic outlaw country tunes alive. This old gospel stuff, the John Hurt stuff. Not a lot of people learn how to play this stuff, and there's not really many good ways out there. Like a tab book can be so confusing with right hand, so I feel like I'm doing good work here and not a lot of people are doing it. We want to keep these great classic songs alive and spread the knowledge to more people so that they can play these. So you can do PayPal or Patreon or BTC or donate through Venmo. You can set up recurring payments on these platforms. PayPal is great. You can do $40 a month, $20, 10 month, $5, whatever you want to give, one-time donations. But just know it's helping this channel grow. You're buying me more time to make more videos. And so you're providing more people with an education every dollar you give. All right, let's keep going with the song though. You're doing good. Now in awesome Townes fashion, measure 6. He's given us a theme that he's already introduced, but the melody's a little different. So he's staggering the notes and letting them linger a little longer here. So you have that reminiscent melody, but it's over a longer period of time here. We are doing 5, 1, 3, 2, just on a C chord, thumb, middle, thumb, index, string sets again, 5, 1, 3, 2. But it's the same thing, but he puts the pinky down on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. 5, 1, 3, 2. Put the pinky down. So 5, 1, 3, 2, pinky down. One more time, nice and slow. Thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb, pinky down, middle, thumb, index. Remember to put the pinky down at the last possible moment. I think I messed it up a couple other times ago. Right, very last moment to get that nice ringing legato sound. Measure 7 takes us back to the F chord, that funny F chord, but our pinky goes down right away. And again, another reason we do the chord like this is because it's technically an F major 7. We have that open E string ringing. So these are really only just your fingertips because you still want to have that 1st string sound as an E. Really pretty. And so we have 6, 2. I'm doing thumb, pointer. And then we do 4, 1. And I'm doing thumb, middle. So 6, 2, 4, 1 are the strings. And the fingers are thumb, pointer, thumb, middle. And then we move to a C chord. And there he's just doing 5, 3. So that whole measure, put that pinky down. Yeah, let me explain that again at the beginning. It is the F chord, but the pinky's down. 3rd string, 3rd fret. And that's when we're doing that 6, 5, 4. Open, and then you go to a C chord, 5, 3. Let's do one more measure and then we'll repeat the whole thing together. Measure 8, another nice and tender back and forth. Not too much new material at all. Again, just playing on the same little theme here. So we've got C chord. We're doing 5, 1, 3, and then 2, but I'm putting my pinky down. 3rd fret again. 2nd string. Middle finger on the 1st string, thumb on the 3rd, and then pointer finger on the 2nd string with this pinky down on the 3rd fret. 5, 1, 3, 2, and then 5, 2, but we lift the pinky up. 3, 2. So the ending is just 5, 2, 3, 2. Thumb, pointer, thumb, pointer. It's the second half of the measure. Very easy. It's just with that beginning part. I'll loop it a couple times for you. 5, 1, 3, 2 with that pinky down, then you lift it. I'm exaggerating the pinky movement so you see it. But in theory, you hardly want that thing to move, right? Squeeze it. Release gently. Right, economy of motion, keeping it close to the neck. You're doing it. Let's go from the top, 1 through 8. We're almost through the intro so far, but let's give you a little bit before you get confused. Nice and slow from the top. Really cool. What I noticed was going from 4 to 5, man, do you want it to be clean. That 1st finger has to stay down. So go to measure 4. So, you know what I taught you before? I'm noticing I'm not picking up the whole chord in measure 5. I'm not lifting at all. I'm keeping this first finger pinned down because you'll notice that that's still ringing out from the 4th measure, right? So we're going to keep it that way. From 4 again.
That note.
And then you finally play it again. So I'm going from that C to that weird F without moving that anchor finger. Right, so maybe that's something, right? I caught myself, I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm going from C to that F shape without ever moving my pointer finger. My pointer finger is anchored. So that's something you might want to practice doing. One more time for the top, it's so pretty. So lovely. Go slow. Good luck with it. Don't get discouraged. This is hard stuff. If you're taking 2 measures every 2 weeks, that's fine. Maybe that's where your skill level is. So just learn 2 measures or learn 1 measure. Maybe it takes you 2 weeks. That's fine. You always want a song where you're deliberately practicing, which just means you're really pushing your skill envelope. But don't lick the envelope. Licking envelopes is disgusting. Gah, it's one of those things that like I don't even like thinking about it. Who licks their envelopes, dude? Just run your finger under some water. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You, dude. Why do you do that? It's disgusting. You get the glue. Just get your finger wet and put it on the envelope. It's the same thing. I promise your saliva doesn't make the glue stickier. The envelope still works. Maybe you didn't even know this. You don't have to use your tongue. Dude, the envelope still works. So stop licking it. You're grossing everybody out. It's disgusting. It's, now I'm getting mad about it. Stop licking the frickin' envelope. Okay? It's disgusting. Stop it. Frickin' butthole. Measure 9, very similar. Now I'm burping. Now not only does your guitar teacher have moronic glasses, but he's belching in your face. We are on measure 9. It's very similar to 5. We got the funny F chord. But instead of going straight into the C, well, yeah, very similar. Instead of this, with the pinch at the end, let me do the whole thing. Beginning's the same. 6, 3, 4, then you lift the 3. And again, I'm going to do this way. I'm going to keep that finger anchored, go to the C chord, and it's just slightly different. It's 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3. Thumb, middle, thumb, pointer. 5, 2, 4, 3. That's it. So very similar. The dreaded measure 10. This is the hardest part of the song. Please take my advice. Go very slow on this one. I know you'll get it, but it is tricky. Get the microscope, zoom in, figure out where it's tricky, why it's tricky. Train your hands to do it, because I know you can play the rest of it. You're going to be able to play the rest of it, and you're going to get to this part and go, gah, gah. It's weird and tricky, but I'll try to explain it as best I can. I've actually already recorded this a couple of times, but as I play it more and more, I think I've got the best way to explain it here. So let's look at measure 10. It's a C chord to an F chord with a lot going on. And there's one part that you're going to want to overthink, but it's basically because he's moving from the C. His first finger's at anchor, and he's going right into an F chord. So I just want you to practice that for a while. We have a C chord. That first finger is the anchor. These are going into that F chord position, and the thumb's going over the top. So in other words, these two, my ring and middle, are both going towards the floor, and my thumb's wrapping around. To make it a little harder, your pinky is going to be down in that C chord. Then it goes to the F. So you have to lift the pinky. I guess it's one more element. So it's a C chord with the pinky down on the second string. And then you go into that F with the thumb over the top. And now I'll show why that's important to make sure you can do that comfortably. So from the top, we're pinching 5 and 1. Then I'm putting my pinky down on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So pinch 5 and 1, then the 2nd string with my pointer finger. Then what I'm doing here is I'm lifting to go to the F chord, right? But for a moment I'm playing that 4th string open. And I'm hammering down into that entire F chord, but all that I'm doing is picking the 2nd string. So the whole thing's hammered, but I'm picking the 2nd string. So I'm hammering, but only sounding the 2nd string. You'll hear the rest of them subtly, but you really want that note to be emphasized. And naturally, you're also going to hear the 4th string sounded, because I just played that one open. So when you hammer it down, right, the one that's right, I caught myself again, but I still said it. The 4th string sounds because we just played it open. Now we're hammering into the chord. But I also want this compound movement or thing here where we're hitting the 4th string, hammering, and right as I hammer, I'm sounding the 2nd string with my middle finger. That was probably a little too loud. There we go. So we have this moment of a C chord, right? First 2 notes of the measure, pinch 5 and 1, hit the 2nd string, 4th string open. Seems weird, but that's what he's doing. He's going from a C chord to an F. He's hitting that open just because he wants to give himself a moment to get to the F chord. And that's what I want you to know, because if you look at this tab and you try to think like, what is happening? The pinky's down, then it's up. He's hammering, he's picking 1, but that's it. Very slow. We'll do it a few more times, and then the rest of the measure you'll get easy. Pinching 5 and 1, putting my pinky down in the 2nd string. Then I'm gonna lift up my hand. You can lift them all up, play open, hammer down the chord while hitting the 2nd string. And I guess you can do that 2nd string with your middle or your pointer, not a big deal. One more time. That's it. Do that a bunch, go slow, watch it over again if it's still confusing. I think I did a decent job of explaining it. Comment below if I did not. And here's the rest of the measure starting right after that. 6, 3, 4, 2. So it's just that F chord, which is already in place. And I'm doing thumb, pointer, thumb, middle. Then it's, so I'll say the strings there. 6, 3, 4, 2, back to 6, back to 2, but my pinky's down, getting that 3rd fret. 4 with my thumb, and then you lift the pinky back to the 2nd string. Just the 1st fret though. 6, 3, 4, 2, 6, 2, 6, 2. But with the beginning it's hard. Sorry, 3, 4. I swear that's what's happening in the recording. I know it's weird and goofy, but once you get the flow, just know that he's smoothly transitioning between that C to the F, and that's just where he's falling. And now that I'm playing it a few times, maybe, I can't tell, sometimes I'm anchoring that 1st finger like we talked about earlier in the video. That's probably easier, right? Go from that C to the F. Yeah, the pinky's down, but I'm lifting the pinky, keeping that 1st finger anchored, and I'm hammering and picking the 2nd string. Then I'm finishing the measure. I know you are. Microscope, go slow, zoom in, figure out where exactly your hand is crippling your performance. And help it. Help your hand. And in measure 11 and 12, Townes is ripping off himself because he does this exact same picking pattern in Tecumseh Valley. So we'll start here at 11. It's a C chord. Strings are 5, 3, 2, hammer 4. From open to 2, we're hammering 4. And then 3, 2 again. So the strings 5, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2. Thumb, thumb, index, hammer the thumb, thumb, index. Almost exactly the same, except the next measure does 5, 1, 3, 2, then the hammer. Exactly the same, except that second note is the open on the first string. So those two again. And we did it! We played through the whole intro. The verse is very, very similar, just simplified. So already a pre-pat on the back because we kind of did the whole song. Let's talk about the verse and talk about singing it. But you know that intro sounds lovely. We'll play that through first slow and keep working on it. Let's run through the whole intro here, real slow from the top. 2, 3, 4, 1. I added an extra note in measure 9 from 9 again. 3, 4. The verse, let's get started on it. So similar to the intro. I know we'll be able to do it nice and smooth and quickly. 13, measure 13. That's it. We're on a C chord. We are doing 5, 3, 2, 5, 1, 3, 2. Thumb, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index. That's it. Rewind the video if I'm going too quick, but I think you get the idea. Same F chord with the thumb over the top. 6, 2, 4, 3. That's it. Thumb, middle, thumb, index. Right back to the C chord. 5, 1, 3, 2, which is thumb, middle, thumb, index. And if we put the words in for these two measures, 13 and 14, ride the blue wind high and free. And if you're a singer, go slow and time it. Ride the blue wind high and free. Here we have a hammer on, still a C chord, pretty similar idea. Hammering on 4, then thumb on 3, then pointer on 2. So it's hammer on the 4, 3, 2, 5, 1, 3, 2. Hammer on 4, 3, 2, 5, 1, 3, 2. Then measure 16 is back to the F. 6, 2, 4, 3. Thumb, middle, thumb, pointer. Then right back to the C like before. 5, 1, 3, 2, which is thumb, middle, thumb, pointer. So that was 13 to 16. I know I'm going quick, but if you played all of that intro stuff, I'm sure that pattern, you understand it, right? But that doesn't mean you shouldn't pause the video and practice it till you get it. All right, so we have that whole verse from 13, really slow. 3, 4. Ride the blue wind high and free. She'll lead you down to misery. Measure 17 is the same as 15, where you got the hammer on and the C. Nothing new there. I believe 18 is the same as 14, right to the F, back to the C. 19, we have a little bit of a new idea. He incorporates some of the vocal and guitar melody together. So let's play 19 here. Nothing too crazy. We're pinching 5 and 1. Pinky goes down on the second string. 5, 1, pinky's down. Thumb on 3, lift the pinky up and play that second string again. And then to the F chord, which is 6, 3, 4, 2. Nothing new there. 6, 3, 4, 2. So, sorry, let's do that. Same thing, right? Every time we're going from that C to the F, I'm using that first finger as my anchor point. Yeah, 6, 3, 4, 2. Have we seen that pattern before? Maybe we've always been doing 6, I don't know, but you get the idea. Let's go to the next measure, 20. We stay on the F, 6, 3, 4, 2. Then it's back to the C, 5, 3, 4, 2. And if we sing from 17, remember, pause, practice, go over that. I know you'll get it, not too hard, but get that muscle memory going. And then from 17, 3, 4. Leave you low, come time to go. Alone and low as low can be. Which is really cool how he kind of mimics the voice with the guitar. So from the top of that verse, 3, 4. Ride the blue wind high and free. She'll lead you down through misery. Leave you low, come time to go. Alone and low as low can be. It's really cool. Go slow, sing it. I'm excited. I'll learn a little bit of these songs. Not really. Like what I do is I transpose it. I use my ear. I obsess. Play, pause, what sound's doing. I figure it out, and I write it all out while I'm doing that so I don't forget it. And then I bring it to you guys. And half the time I don't even know how to play the song. I've just learned it in slow motion. And if it's really hard, I'll drop it on YouTube to like 0.5 speed if there's a really tricky part. And I wear my nice headphones and I'll listen to it 100 times until I figure it out. I write it out. But then here it's fun because we're learning it together. Because I also get excited by it. And I also want it to be fresh on my mind. Like, oh, how am I learning this or thinking about it? And occasionally I do mess up, and maybe at the end of the video I come back and go, you know what? I kind of, after playing it a bunch, I realize it's better to do it this way. But I feel like when I know the song too well, it can be a little, maybe it appears tiresome to you if it's a song that I know real well that I'm coming back to teach. But anyways, this is my process. All that I'm trying to express is that I'm excited about this song because it's new and fresh to me, and we're learning it together, and it's great. Shake my hand, man. Good chicken picking. Measure 21, he just tags this at the end of the verse. It's really pretty. It's that hard measure again, done a little bit easier. And here, I wish this measure was earlier in the song because it's a little easier to manage. We were pinching 5 and 1, then our pinky's down on that 3rd fret, 2nd string. Then we're lifting everything except our first anchor finger, hitting that 4th string, hammering down the F chord as we pluck that 2nd string. So 4th string, hammer the chord, pluck the 2nd string. And then you continue with the F chord, 6, 3, 4, 2. Now, when I do that hammer, I'm exaggerating just to show you, but clearly when you learn it, you shouldn't play it so absurdly loud. Right, the hammer's really subtle, because really the only important one is that one, and you don't have to do it that loud. And then 22, 6 to the 2nd string with the pinky down. 6, 2, 4, back to 2, but you lift it. And then you go to the C chord. 5, 3, 2, and we've seen this before. Next measure 23, you're hammering on the 4th string, doing that Tecumseh Valley pattern. Nothing new, just go over that, make sure you got it. And that's pretty much it, except on the tab, look, measure 25. At the very end of the song, this will replace measure 21. So instead of, so we'll do 17, 18, 19, 20 for all the verses, but the very last verse, we're gonna jump to measure 25 to replace 21, and here it is. The only moment where he bars the F chord, because you're gonna hear that 1st string on the 1st fret. So you have a C chord, pinching 5 and 1, pinky goes down in the 2nd string, thumb does the 3rd, lift the pinky back up, play the 1st fret on the 2nd string. That's the first half of the measure. And again, I'm anchoring that still, going to that F chord, but now you have to bar that 1st finger, and I know that's hard for a lot of people with the thumb up on top. And then he's doing 6, 1, 4, 3, 6, 1, 4, 3, thumb, middle, thumb, index, so that whole measure. Really cool. Stays on the F for measure 26. 6, 2, 4, then it's open on the 3rd string. 6, 2, 4, open. Again, same thing, I'm like lifting up the chord there, still have my anchor finger down, and then to the C chord. 5, 1, 4, 2, 5, 1, 4, 2. So that measure there, 26, 6, 2, 4, lift. Always so delicate and pretty. Final measure here, 25, 26, 27. Same idea, nothing new, pinching 5 and 1, pinky goes down in the 2nd string, thumb does the 3rd, lift your pinky, 2nd string again, then to the F chord, right, always let that anchor finger still ring that nice melody note, thumb goes down, 6, 3, 4, then you lift the chord except for the anchor, play that 3rd string open, back to a nice strummed C chord. So from 25, Rex's Blues. Yeah. Here we go. A slow run through of the entire thing from the top, as always requested, and I promise I will do this with all the new songs, as I've been doing, but here we go. Let's play it. 2, 3, 4, 1. Right into another stanza. Let's do it. Man, the lyrics in the song are so good. Another one of Townes' finest. Really love these words here. So second stanza, 2, 3, 4. If I had a nickel, sorry. Gotta make sure I'm scrolled. 2, 3, 4. If I had a nickel, I'd find a game. If I won $1, I'd make it rain. If it rained an ocean, I'd drink it dry.
lay me down to satisfy.
Man, that stanza's really intense. I totally get it. I spent too much time involved in drink in my 20s and like living that like, gotta be going at it, burning like a star. And ultimately you are dissatisfied. I'm laughing about it, but it isn't funny. Then we got another great stanza here. 3. Well, I don't know if he goes back to the intro here. Different versions. I think in the live version he maybe does 3 of these verses before doing the intro and then going back to the verses. But you listen and play it how you want to. 2, 3, 4. It's
Legs to walk and thoughts to fly, eyes to laugh and lips to cry, a restless tongue to classify, all born to grow and grown to die.
So I butchered a little bit of it there. I was missing some of those hammer-ons on the 4th string. Was instead just continuously doing 5 to 3, which is fine. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. No one's going to notice. They're paying attention to your singing when you're doing that stuff. As long as you're playing notes in the chord, it's going to be fine. But again, that's another, I love that line, a restless tongue to classify. I have a song posted on that. I forget what it's called. It's from, it's a verse in James 9. I can't remember. I'm not a good Bible thumper. But yeah, like our tongues are really powerful, and classifying things is good, right? Science and categorizing things. But sometimes when you classify something incorrectly, it curses you, because then you're continuously thinking about something wrongly. That could be like a bad habit or pattern in your life, all because you like classified something wrong. But anyways, this is not Mike's philosophical, psychological method. It is Mike's music method. But that's the tune. Let's do the very last stanza. And instead of doing measure 21, this is when you jump to 25. So he goes back to the first verse, right? Because the first verse is the same as the last. 3, 4 from 13.
Ride the blue wind high and free, she'll lead you down to misery. Leave your locum time to go, alone and low as low can be.
That doesn't sound right to me. I think I messed up. I think 25 Did I do it wrong? Maybe 25 replaces 19. Let me give you the ending one more time, because he repeats, I didn't realize he repeats the last set of lyrics. So if you go to measure 17, 18, 19 in the tab, it's alone and low as low can be. Then he jumps to 25 and he tags the line again. That's what I was missing. So 25, alone and low as low can be. And then he just kind of slows down for the ritardando at the ending. And that's what he does. And pat yourself on the back. Congratulations, you did a great job. I'm not singing it great. I haven't rehearsed it. I personally don't have a fantastic ear. I know that's hard for a lot of people to believe, because I'm like meticulously learning these songs by ear. But it doesn't come naturally. I put in a ton of time. When I sing a song, I don't get the melody right away. Like it doesn't, I'm not precise. Like I have to literally sit there if I want to sing a song great and find all the notes on the guitar and play them again and again and sing along with my guitar as a crutch. So I play the melody on the guitar. Do, dun 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 dun. Alone and low as low can be. So I make sure note for note, every syllable, I've got it figured out. Because when I listen to a song, my ear just like blurs a lot of that together. And I can't like discriminate perfectly between different pitches on runs that go quickly up or down, or a lot of those in-between notes. It's kind of guesswork for me. So unless I sit down with a guitar But anyways, enough of that. I'll make a whole video on that because in my life, in my musical journey, it's been unbelievably valuable. But we'll stop here. Congrats. This is a beautiful song, excellent lyrics, really beautiful finger picking. Go play it for a friend and a loved one and tell me what they thought. Peace out, guys. Mike's Music Method. You don't have to use your tongue. Dude, the envelope still works.